this is a lot of it's tough conversations for teams that have not made the playoffs. Flames are one of them. What are we doing? Where are we going? What changes need to be made? Are we good enough? Are we bad enough? That whole thing.
Contract. Who's staying? Who's going?
That's right. Another one of those teams, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They have some very good players. They have some Hall of Famers. They are getting older. Do they have young players? Oh, maybe not. They've traded away some assets in recent years to try and push on. As Kyle Dubas is there. He's the general manager?
He's GM.
Yeah, among other things. So he was asked much, I would guess, a lot of the similar questions to what Craig was asked. You didn't finish, you didn't bottom right out, but you didn't make the playoffs. So where does that leave you? This was Dubas yesterday.
I just think that there are a number of teams in the league that, there's two paths to go down. You can go into the mass tear down rebuild, and hope you get lucky with the lottery and hope that, all this happens, but you can hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first.
I did not see that coming.
Did Craig say that on Saturday? Because I didn't see.
And then on the other hand,
because you can hope.
That's quite a message. I don't
I don't get the analogy.
I understand which is going to fill fat, but how does that relate to the Penguins? What are we?
I feel like he's probably saying that the tear down, win a draft lottery, pick high, which is odd, seeing as the success that team has had.
They're built on it.
Picking high. There's a few banners in that building because they've picked very high. At least that's my read, is he's kind of just saying, well, we could try to tear it down, but what's that going to do for us? I feel like they're kind of already torn down in a way, aren't they? They're
similar to the Flames in some ways, and they're dissimilar in others. Like
dissimilar in a lot of ways, I guess.
But here, let me explain. Like, you've got a lot of your important players are in their 30s and are not getting better. That's their Letang, their Malkin. Crosby's still very good, but we're probably not watching vintage Crosby so much as he's just a Hall of Famer. Carlson's another. Like, that's kind of part of your core, and you're trying to bridge it to all these young guys that aren't quite ready yet. That's the similarity to Calgary. The difference is that Calgary doesn't have future Hall of Famers as their 30-year-olds. These guys do.
Yeah.
Like, the Flames don't have Sid. The Flames don't have even a Malkin. The Flames don't have a Letang.
Jack, you're a Penguins guy. What fills up faster? Your hand, is it hope, or how does that work?
I'm done talking Pittsburgh sports.
Oh,
yeah.
He wants to move the teams
forever, or until fall, or
they're dead to him.
Yeah, they're all dead.
All of them.
Did you see the other day? People lined up for the Skeens bobblehead. It's a big game in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Skeens is pitching.
Stud.
And they lose 3-0. And it's just pain.
Couldn't get a run.
Couldn't get a run.
And Skeens plays for them.
Yes.
And he's very good.
And he's very good. So it's not like they had to go against them. It was
now he's playing for them.
Yeah.
And the draft is this Thursday. I don't want to talk about the draft.
What about Dubas?
What about, yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
Carlson.
He just makes them worse. He signs guys that suck. Carlson, he's talked about Carlson actually yesterday as well. I thought was interesting.
I think they'll try to move him.
Yeah, they try. Who wants Carlson?
Well, we just got 2 years left, and you retain some money, and there's less money owed than actual AAV. Like, I think you could move him. It's just you might not get a lot back for him. I just don't know what you're doing if you still got Sid. That's the situation you walked into. What you're going to rebuild with Sid there? I don't know. Like, what are you doing here? Malkin's got to no move. He's never going to leave. Crosby probably wants to be a one jersey guy.
I don't know why Malkin doesn't want. Well, I don't.
He said it. I don't know why either. I mean, why move if you like where you are? I guess. That's rings. You got 3 already.
The quote from Kyle Dubas, because he was asked about Erik Karlsson. Erik is and will forever be a polarizing figure. My view would be we expect him to be one of the people who pulls us from where we're at into contention. I had a long meeting with him. My push would be his actions have to match his ambitions. He showed throughout the year he has another level to him. So the piece that people are taking is his actions have to match his ambitions. So
that makes sense to you. Is that just word salad?
Yeah, it sounds like a guy who's like, I want to win. because he has not won.
He's
correct?
giving you, when you sit down for that nice long chat, he's giving you the right answers, but you're not buying the bullshit he's selling.
Right. Something like that.
Proof is in the pudding, Dean.
So would he have more shit in his hand, or
He's got a lot of shit in the bank.
Carlson? He's got a lot of he's got a lot in the bank.
I don't know where they go.
We can do this another day because there's enough going on. But like, what were the Caps a year ago
in the playoffs?
Yeah, but I know
but they weren't good. You're right.
Right, like you were thinking, oh God, this is going to have to be a.
No, there's a big difference there. Like the Washington's ability to find players later in the draft, and honestly, like they didn't sell first rounders to get better, like Pittsburgh.
But
you're right. Like it's a tough spot for them. He walks into a place that's got no system whatsoever, and it's like, oh yeah, and Jake Gensel's up in a year, and this guy's up in 2, and you got to try to win, but you're clearly not good enough to win. I don't know what you do. Sid doesn't want to get traded.
You don't have to trade. Ovechkin didn't get traded.
So you think they can win with Sid again? I mean, that's kind of what the challenge is here.
I don't think they can win with Sid again if Dubas is driving the bus the way he has been. He better learn from his own BS too. Like I 100% agree with him on his take on Karlsson. I've never been a big fan of Karlsson's. I think Karlsson's a hell of a talent. I don't know if he's the kind of player that maybe I respect enough. I think there's a lot of look at me, I'm good.
Well, you didn't like it. The move to San Jose, you weren't a fan of.
No.
Likewise,
how's it played out?
Well, he got hurt that one run, but they look close.
Leg
they lose to St. Louis.
Regardless, the play had dropped off, and Dubas takes a stab at him. It's kind of like Edmonton adding Skinner to me, and I mean they're different players and different caliber. They had Letang, you've got Crosby, you've got Malcolm. Why do you need another power play defenseman?
It's not a perfect puzzle piece there for sure,
right? Well, now you're locked in for what 11.5 of your cap. If you had that 11.5 off the cap, Pittsburgh is still an appealing place for free agents to go play because Sid and Malkin are there. Like that 11.5 again could be used on
that's why
more productive players.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.